Hello, it is my final day, well, for this round. I have just completed 14 days of water fasting. Welcome to Eat Naked 2013. I really appreciate you being here today on this very special day and at the end of one of many adventures and journeys to come. I don't know, you know what? Maybe next week I'll start becoming a breatharian. I'm just kidding. Ryan's over there going like, it's a joke. So, oh my goodness, I had to write notes because I was like, there's just so much to share. I mean, I guess less is more. And, you know, a picture or a video of me taking my first bite is more than words can express. A lot of unexpected things throughout this journey. Things that, I know that, you know, this was absolutely my main goal, focus, was just to be open to this process and see what comes along and embrace whatever it is and confront whatever needed to be confronted for just this part, because it's like an onion ring, just like removing layers, you know, and it was just a taste of that. Heavy duty taste. Without food taste. Anyway, so I got home today after a class of amazing yoga teacher training. For those of you who don't know that I am training to become a yoga instructor. And, you know, without any expectations, I found a letter accidentally. Or is it an accident? I don't know. Nothing's a coincidence. And it was just such a pleasant surprise, you know? So I thought I would read it to you guys. Ryan's making faces. So this is what the letter says. Setareh. Wow is all I can say. You completed 14 days of water fasting. That's no easy feat, especially when you have the whole world against you and feeling like you're alone in your struggle. I tried my best to deal with it, and my best wasn't good enough at all, and it made this journey on you even that more difficult. That the ones that you love were fighting you every step of the way. I'm so emotional. I'm really sorry that I fell short when you needed me the most. And I know that doesn't make up for it. And I'm still gonna work on being a better person, partner, who's supportive, even if I disagree. I want to say that I'm so proud of you and admire you because you always seem to accomplish the impossible. This is what happens. You become really vulnerable, you know. Whatever you choose to do, you always meet some resistance and still follow through on what you set out to do, no matter how hard it became. You're a very strong person who, no matter the obstacles, seem to come out on top with what you're set out to do, and I admire that a lot. And even though I don't show it or I disagree with what you do, you still manage to persevere through it all and come out better for it. I remember the first time you wanted to do the juice fast longer than 14 days. I did it for 60. I wasn't supportive at all and said what you were doing to yourself was hurting yourself, your body, but I was wrong, and you've said it was the best thing you've ever did for yourself. That's what this journey you've been on and are still on, is one to where you need to take care of you and continue to find yourself. I'm so very proud of you and want you to know that, and to always believe in yourself regardless of what other people may say or think. I know you don't need to hear that from me because you're always telling others and me, but I just want to remind you. Anyway, this letter has gone long enough, and I think I've said what I wanted to say. I admire everything you stand for and are so proud of how strong you are. I love you with all my heart. Your honey bear. I don't know, I mean, I guess it's kind of been a magical experience, like so much. It's very just eye-opening, and you become more open, and more of just goodness is more like magnetizes towards you effortlessly. And we're also trying to reach these goals and stuff, and when you just stand still and you let things be and like just effortlessly feeds you, you know. Maybe that's why I wasn't so hungry the whole time. But I'm ready now. So, more notes. Let's see. So yes, this was a 14-day water fast for healing, detox, elimination, and spirituality. There were no expectations, and I ended up getting a lot more than I expected or thought I could ever get. The hunger was the least of the challenges. I think confronting yourself and seeing the raw, naked truth, even just that little tiny piece of it, was the most challenging. It's kind of like meditation, when it's just so hard to just listen to yourself and confront those things that you need to hear, or just hush that voice, So that was something that I was practicing, and we all seek perfection, but you learn that you are perfect in this moment the way you are, and you need to embrace where you are right now and just be okay with that. It's simpler, it's easier. Happy's there, Just accept it, embrace it, everything. But definitely the one word I could say to describe this whole process was just the most humbling experience. It's just so much gratitude for the most simple things. Everything slows down. And I think that's why a lot of people talk about achieving like mental clarity, because just things slow down and you're able to observe and take the time to really think about how you're going to react, and you observe from other people how they react and learn from it as well. It was like a rebirth. I met up with some friends, and one of them was like, you're like a different person, and it's really, really cool. Like, just the tone and your energy is just completely different now. Like, there's been a shift, I think this year specifically has been a very life-changing and just a really big year for shifting and growing. Just learning a lot about the power of silence, or like just eliminating the things that we're so used to, and making space for what you actually need in order to nourish your heart and your soul and your mind and your body. Eat naked. There was, a lot of emotional confrontation, really confronting maybe some of my most darkest fears, which sometimes you don't know you have them until you do it. You eliminate things, you silence yourself, you just listen and you stare at it's like staring at yourself head to toe in the mirror, but in an internal way, and realizing a lot of what you've done, and a lot of forgiveness, it's so bizarre, the smallest things that I've done, like that you at once regretted, like being okay with it, moving on from it, and even wanting to go to either a person or whatever it is, and touching base with them on that certain situation. I'm sorry, this is so long, but there's just so much. And realizing there is no wrong, no right, there just is. It is what it is. You are where you are. Stop fearing. Fear is simply not knowing, or not, like, lack of knowledge, so just education is so important. And now with all the technology and stuff, there's no excuse, and part of education is experimentation, and that was something that I did, and it was so rewarding to take matters into my own hands, still under supervision, checking my vitals and my blood and all that good stuff, so being smart about it too. Don't want to put yourself in danger. And embracing those challenges that come to you, and really looking at yourself from an outside point of view and from an inside point of view, and rethinking how your reactions. And a lot of people were worried for me, calling me in the middle of the night, like, are you still alive? I'm worried about you. And people contacting my family members or friends, and like, is she okay? And instead of reacting like, God, like, can't they just do their research and realize, or talk to a doctor and find out, whatever, and instead of that, really understanding and embracing the beautiful part of that, and how they're worried because they love you, and that's okay. And as long as what you're doing feels right to you, that's really all that matters. And consider, their comments, choose what works for you, choose to listen what works for you, and the rest, let it slide off like coconut oil, baby. Let it slide off. Don't hold it in. Remember, this is about eliminating. Strive to learn more. And I mean, even comments like, well, your booty's gone, or your arms are like spaghetti, like, all you can really do is smile, hug that person, and just think about the things you do have. I have, to me, I have my health. I have family. I have taste buds. I can see, and I have my education, and now I have a lot of calmness, and I've learned and added more tools into my belt, tool belt for life. I've got me, and just think about that, the positives, baby. And I've noticed too, like, the more you distance yourself from your normal, practices or any sort of attachment, the more I realize that I have less to lose. So there's like a really wonderful, like, calmness and happiness that comes with that, because you really, at the end of the day, like I told you, I felt like detoxing my house, and I've been just getting rid of things, giving things away, and just detoxing everything, not just my body, my mind, and and calling people and telling them, this is how I felt, and I just wanted you to know that. And it's it's kind of like the what is that, step programs that they have out there, and it's just eliminating, making room for more wonderful things. And but one of the most beautiful things too is, going into this without expectation that one or two or three people that reach out to you and thank you, for sharing, or are curious about it and want to know more, or want to try it, or, ask you for advice. Or, gosh, I almost feel really selfish, because there's no better feeling than doing something and sharing it, and having someone else feel like you helped them, and all you were doing is doing what you feel was right, or living by example. You claim that, why is our society so cray, and why are they obese or whatever? What are you doing for you? It starts with you first, Like I always say, all arguments, all issues, it takes two to tango. So work on you. That way you can share with others. People are like, well, I'm a giving and caring person. I'm kind. Well, that's nice, but it's more important for you to focus on, my mom, for example. She is so selfless that it affects her in the end, I know she means well. She will take the clothes off her back to help somebody, but then she ends up with nothing, so it's like she works for free, for example, and then she's like, oh my gosh, now what? So it's like, take care of you, so that you could eventually give back in a way where more people will benefit. But anyway, all right. So this has been way too long. Oh my gosh, I've talked for 17 minutes and 30 seconds or something. I have my cheeseburger that I'm going to take a bite out of. Just kidding. Yeah, right. So I have a piece of watermelon. This is not a paparazzi place, okay? So,
for me it is.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Why do people even eat the things that they eat out there? This is... Oh my gosh. It smells so good. Now, why am I choosing watermelon? Okay. Some people go from fasting into juice, like vegetable juice. And then from juices, they go to smoothies. And from smoothies, they add fruit. And then fruit to vegetables. And if you eat other things, then you add nuts and meat or whatever, okay? But I don't want to title myself, because everything has still been an experiment this past year. But basically, right at the moment, I'm a low-fat raw vegan. I don't think you can get cleaner than that. But so the majority of what I eat is actually fruit. 80 to 90% of what I eat is fruit. And at night, I eat a lot of vegetables, because it is a little more difficult to digest. So I just feel it's appropriate for me, since I'm going to eat mostly fruit, to start with fruit. So some people will blend this, but I just find it, as long as I chew 20 to 40 times,
just don't bite
I'll be okay. Don't bite my tongue. I am salivating. Oh, okay, and before this, Ryan mentioned today, and I noticed too, that the color of my iris, has slightly changed. It's a little bit clearer, the color is a little bit more, a little more aqua than green. So that's an interesting observation. But who knows? You may have green eyes and then they'll turn brown. I don't know. But that's okay. Brown eyes are beautiful. So Oh my gosh. I don't even. It's like my 60-day juice fast my sister and I did together, and she was like, it's like leaving a really good friend behind, you know, once you cut this, like that friend that has done so much for you is gone, you know, but I'm like, no, they're just a part of your life right now, and you're moving on and growing into a different path, you know, and they're still with you, and you've learned from it, and you are who you are because of those things that have happened to you, because those challenges. So challenges, bring it on is how you should feel. Those things only make you that much stronger. So, okay. Oh my gosh. Then my nose like hits the freaking piece of watermelon. It's probably a little too big, but you know, I've been a very good girl, so.
It's okay. You can't eat again.
Oh my god, like the smell, like all my senses have like rebooted. So it just smells so good. Like I don't even need to eat it. Like I'm like, oh, that was great. Oh, so sweet. Like who needs candy and processed foods? Oh my god. That's really good. We need to be grateful, man. So much gratitude for what we have on this beautiful planet that just comes out of the earth. Who needs orgasms?
Hey. A lot of people do, right?
Food gasm. This is really, really, really amazing. Just like, thank you, you know, thank you. It's just so great. So sweet and juicy.
You need to try this making juice first.
And like texture. And like it's like a person. It's like so sweet and caring. Like embraces you. There's like love and life in it, and it's just like healing and nourishing. It's like not even like, it's not just about the food, you know, it's like it's an experience, and it's like, anyway, I am going to enjoy the rest of this time with myself and my honey bear. And thank you so much for following my journey. One of many, like I said, one adventure, many more to come. I hope you liked this video. I hope it interested you, or it was weird and silly, or that girl's cray cray, and that's okay, and if you have questions, ask me. Again, it's only from my personal experience. I'll continue to make videos. Give me likes and send me hugs and energy, and I'm going to start slowly putting up videos like low-fat, raw vegan recipes, smoothies, sweets, cakes, most succulent, delicious dressings. And I am Mexican after all, half, and Persian, so I do like to use a lot of mango and lemon and a lot of the juicy, great tropical fruits. And I like flavors, so there it is. Now you can appreciate the most simple things, and I bet you never knew you could make such delicious, satisfying, fulfilling foods that nourish and heal and detox and beautify and give you longevity so you can enjoy a longer life. And eat life, it gives you life. And do it with love and appreciation. So, namaste, everybody. I hope you have a great night and enjoy your fruits and vegetables. Hug somebody. Be patient. And embrace the beautiful life that we've been blessed, and embrace and be good to your home. Like I say, this body is your home. It's the only real thing that we have, so take care of it. It's so valuable. And if you claim that you love your friends and family, you want to be around them, and you want to create and this and that, well, you can't get any of that if this isn't in good condition, and why wouldn't you want to do your best to make it its optimal best, so it can give you energy and more mental clarity to have more ideas and be able to serve more with your talents and share. So have a good night. Thanks so much again. All right. Good night. Eat naked.